29. This is my first time in prison. I was abandoned by my mom when I was real small. I had 3 kids by the time I was 19. I've been a dope fiend since I was 15. I don't know nothing but how to smoke dope. I never had a job. Every time I get in a relationship, they beat me. I think that's love because they're paying attention to me. I just don't know no different.
Hi, my name is Kim Carter, and I am the founder and executive director of Time for Change Foundation. With the help of my husband, I founded Time for Change in 2002 for women coming home from prison, needing a place to change in order to recreate their life, remain drug and alcohol free, and better yet, crime free.
Hello, my name's Patty Favela. I'm a mother of 6. I have 18 months clean and sober. Before I came to Time for Change, I was homeless, didn't have a place to sleep, didn't have food to eat. I got addicted to drugs at a very young age. I didn't know how to get help, how to reach out for help. How I came to Time for Change was through the help of my brother, finding a place for me to get clean and sober. I was 7 days clean before I came into Time for Change. I was allowed to come into Time for Change with my son, and I had 2 girls that I didn't have with me. They were homeless also, living in and out of motels. 2 weeks later, my girls got a hold of me, and I was allowed to bring my girls into the program also. So I had my 3 kids back together with me. I got to go enroll all 3 of my children in school. Without the help from Time for Change, I don't think I would be at where I am now today. I've been at my job for a year now. I'm a supervisor there at Goodwill. I work with clients as a janitorial supervisor. It's just been so awesome. In the morning, I have to pinch myself to make sure that this is real, that this life is really real. Now today I have a bank account, a savings account, something that I didn't have for a long time. I drive my own vehicle. I have my own apartment. It's just been so awesome, really awesome.
At Time for Change Foundation, we provide transitional housing as well as emergency shelter. We have case management services, financial education and money management classes, health and wellness classes. We teach independent living skills. We have job readiness program. One of our most exciting programs is our leadership development program, where we teach women how to be advocates for their family and for themselves. We also have a new program, which is our teen program. It's actually a fashion design health studio for at-risk youth from ages 12 to 17, and we teach them how to sew clothes and cut patterns, as well as provide them with information on health education as far as STDs, pregnancy prevention, and violence prevention.
My name is Lynn Moya. I have 6 children. I've been diagnosed with schizophrenic and bipolar disorder. And while I was in the street, it was virtually impossible for me to get to my medications and to appointments. With no home base, I just was here and there, different places every day. I was homeless for 2.5 years, and due to my addiction. And while I was in the streets, I had no place to sleep. I would sleep in abandoned houses, on couches in fields, behind dumpsters, and I would cover up with plastic. A lot of times my blankets and things would get stolen. I pushed a cart. It was an entirely different life than what I was really used to. And then I got arrested in 2004 and spent 2.5 years in West Valley fighting a case for assault. And while I was there, I was very much afraid of when I came out where I was going to go. I thought I'd be homeless again and end up back in jail. But my parole officer from the parole state building found a place for me to go to called Time for Change Foundation, founded by Kim Carter. And there I spent 18 months doing programs, CA meetings, working in the community, speaking. I had parenting classes. I had financial classes that I had attended. I did so much that it made it possible for me to be able to get my children back, because during the process when I was homeless, they were taken away from me. I was also very withdrawn when I got to Time for Change. I was antisocial. I didn't want to be around people, and they just sort of brought it out of me, along with me taking my medications. They were just wonderful there. The girls there, Michelle, the house mom, she'd tell me, come on out of that room, and I'd come out of there, and I would start associating, and gradually they couldn't keep me quiet. So now I'm like, just really, I felt really at home there, just really at home. And I just wanted to say how important it is also to have a stable residence when you have a mental health issue, because being untreated it's not a good thing. And so now I'm at the point where I have my own apartment, and I'm going to be reuniting with my children February 11th. And I just can't tell you how important it is that I had a place to go to like Time for Change, because without that stable foundation, stable place for me to live, I wouldn't have accomplished any of these things. I would still be without my children. I wouldn't have my own place. It's just been a real success for me.
One of the leading things about Time for Change is that we do have core values. One of our core values is spirituality is essential to growth. The second one is respect and altruistic concern for others. Third is having an open mind to invest in the potential of the human spirit. 4, we believe that everyone is deserving of a home that is nurturing and supportive. And our 5th one is that we believe in empowering women to break the cycles of incarceration and drug addiction.
A former drug addict has dedicated her life to helping others recover and get back on their feet. This weekend, she'll open her second sober living home in San Bernardino. Melissa Chavez has more on this report.
The problem was I didn't have a place to go home to that was safe and conducive to establishing a healthy, drug-free, positive lifestyle.
Kim Carter knows how hard it is for someone trying to get their life together after struggling with an addiction. So the former addict is in the process of getting this sober living home in San Bernardino called the Sweet Dreams House, ready for women trying to get back on their feet.
I hope to provide them with motivation. I hope to provide them with a connection to people, mentors and sponsors in the community who's willing to help them to move to the next level so that they can too become fully self-sufficient and independent.
Cynthia Ellinger lives in the first home Kim opened back in 2002. She's a recovering alcoholic.
Alcohol took me pretty far down, you know, to a point where I didn't want to be alive. And that is it's a terrifying thought.
But this is the environment Cynthia says she needs to get her life back together.
I feel it's very important to have a place to feel safe and at home, you know, while you're learning a new way of life.
Melissa Chavez, ICTN News.
These are the children, through no fault of their own, who were born to drug-addicted mothers. Our Sweet Dreams home addresses their needs. Our goal is the prevention of child abuse, neglect, and the elimination of violence in their lives. We know that early childhood education and development, coupled with a loving, nurturing environment where they receive daily meals, is a strong intervention in their lives. All of our children are screened, assessed, and referred for treatment as needed. Studies show that at-risk toddlers that are not enrolled in quality child care and development are more likely to become chronic lawbreakers and/or substance abusers. We can make a difference in the lives of these children, despite their parents' current condition. All it takes is for all of us to intervene. Based on my past history of incarceration and drug addiction, it's my honor to help other women who are suffering and enslaved the same way that I was. Our motto is, a lit candle loses nothing when it lights another. You may be asking, how can you help? Find out how to support Time for Change Foundation. We need you. The women need you. Thank you.